be favored on the Blacklist side. What do you feel about this game, however, Leo?
As you mentioned, the draft on Blacklist is very strong, and not just the picks, but on BSB's side, with them being on the back foot here, I have a big question mark on that Kaja ban. Like, I'm pretty sure that they had a very good reason to ban it out, but we saw in game one that the Kaja was insignificant. Like, there was very little he was able to do on Trevor. So with that being said, this right here, the line of the Blacklist Internationals bring in, I'm feeling like it's an elimination lineup. Like, I feel like
Oh, it
they
is.
smell blood in the water, and S-Man has started to bleed, and
Yeah.
they're gonna drop BSB. I feel
It,
like it might be this game.
it's like having your garden shears, or at least your set of knives, and you're gonna use it this time. No, S-Man will try to outspeed the jungle take of Blacklist International. I thought that it was Blacklist International to actually go for the invades, but it seems like BSP will be doing the opposite, the direct opposite. BSP, look at this. They will not see Doritos getting this buff. While they were able to secure a counter blue, their own blue will not be
Yeah,
safe.
they're passing it around, Wolf. Wilson got their own. Wilson got the purple, and Carrie, that's Giraffe's new, got the orange. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so automatically that puts BSB up about 1,000 gold lead. Man, I think we counted BSB out, or is this Blacklist playing much like in game one and giving the early game?
Yeah, I think that we did not respect the what potentially BSP can do, and I like this because it's the better read. Honestly, I was thinking that Blacklist International will go for the invade or maybe start on their own red.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that should have been the case for Blacklist International. Like take the red and then take the opposing blue buff because there's no way that they're gonna win against like the four-man mid from BSP. I think they cleared off the mid lane so quickly that Blacklist International weren't able to react, and that's also why they are leading by 1,000 gold right now. And you know what? They're still taking the top lane, so really good for BSP. Might be able to get that turret very early on, 2 minutes into this game.
And they're mirroring here. Down bottom, though, check it out. The past moment there was actually Blacklist going for a German Cup. It was Wunderbar. But then again, I think they forgot to capitalize on it because up top, BSB just kept the pressure on and eventually pushed. Wow, 2 minutes in, Wolf, and already a tower for BSB. Now just elevating their lead up to about 1,500 gold. Get some change for sure.
We'll see how. We'll see how, because it's I honestly am not that scared about for Blacklist International because it's not about the gold in a way. It's more about the presence of whoever gets the buff at a certain point. For example, this one, I like this one from BSP because it's the second rotation of buffs. So it's the second set of buffs, and if they are able to deny this once again to against the Ling, away from the Ling, I mean, it's gonna be much better. But this is another attempt from the Uranus.
Yeah, that's actually killer
Okay.
going for the purple, but now on the beach, the Cutie smells blood. On the Thams, this time once more,
See?
leaving the mage role back. But check this out now, Aqua, who wants to get on S-Man, but
Oh.
S-Man with a wild charge, running his brother
Older
into
brother.
the wall. But Aqua is able to get away, but only for a second, as S-Man says, you're mine, alright? You're literally mine, you're my brother, but I'll also take you down.
Okay. I'm your older brother for a reason, I guess.
So that S-Man 1, Aqua 0 for
Yeah,
game
at
2.
least for game two. For game two. Okay, so keeping tabs. Oh, okay. I'm correct, right? S-Man is the older
Yes,
brother?
yes.
Alright.
S-Man is the older brother. He's the one in BSB. Correct. All right. Also something to note here: S-Man and Trevor, they swapped roles here. S-Man now the more dedicated tank, and Trevor on the support. So this was the opposite in game one.
Well, for Blacklist International, Honda Beast back with his top one, Kufra, Caliber,
Mm-hmm.
the hero, Dexstar on aggressive support Jawhead today.
Yep.
Edward on a Sicilian, so this is actually a core Sicilian. It kind of fits the role of how Edward plays. Even when I was talking about earlier, when playing as a core mid, goes for all these hard for mages, right? So it was for Lunox, but now with the positioning coming up from Edward, not gonna be figured out. There's the ultimate attempts to play stay on carry. Now Espan is in trouble. Aqua gets the better of his brother. Gets maybe getting a double kill this time, and indeed he will. Angela is gonna be there. Just the toss though, ejector from Dexstar, denying BSB's advance in it to the mid lane, and Blacklist International all of a sudden wins it back.
I think that was a mistake on Dexter. I think they really could have forced the fight a little more because there's just what Shider, Cutie, and Wilson left, and
Yeah.
just maybe they could have pushed it. But no, I agree. That was a Blacklist International winning that exchange, and they'll take what they can and move on. So that's good. I think it was a
1-1, by
mistake
the
on
way.
yeah for the brothers. Yes, I think it was a mistake on Jiraxon as well. He pushed himself a little too forward. But check this out. There you go with the ejector on Dexstar, but then again, it's another disengage. BSB gonna go for the Lithomancer instead. As I was saying, Giraffes earlier was a little too forward. He put himself in the probably more dangerous half of the river, which allowed Blacklist to make the most of it and off of the initiation on Honda Beast. But check us out now in the top lane near the jungle. Honda Beast going 1v1 against Shider Cutie. Shider Cutie with the bite, gonna let go, but gonna pop the Potter's Inferno now.
Blacklist have kind of feeling that without the counter Inferno, they might have a chance to fight, or maybe they just want to secure this red buff. Shade, sorry, orange. Radicales here, contested, but there's the Blacklist International Turtle, though it's going to be taken to the carry. The Sicilian did take so much damage, and now who's going to take the buff? We are not sure. It's going to be onto Aqua this time, so at least that's buff secured. And now the funnel of the Blacklist International, it's into fruition. Oh! It's a Sanguine Gloss, but Dexter is here to cut the slack. Aqua jumping into the wall, but will not even commit to S-Man at this point.
I like that. You got the Sanguine Claws, and he let S-Man think he got away, and then you get the ejector once more, and mini heart attack moment there for BSB, but they're fine. They disengage, and now they put some pressure down onto bottom. Aqua gonna be using the Blades of Tempest, or the Tempest of Blades, as a way to retreat, but nonetheless, the pressure is on. Bottom has been pushed down there. Edward can't engage. He's pretty low, gonna have to go home here. Up top, 1v1. It's Killer versus Shider Cutie.
Third fire gonna be popped. Execute is available, but the rest of the cavalry is coming. Apple all of a sudden is here up top, trying to juggle away from Shider Cutie, but oh, that's Angela into the dams, and the Killer is in trouble. The Killer now the killed, as BSB punishes that aggressive Uranus.
You know what? I appreciate the Angela now a little more today. I learned that you could put her inside a Thames, you could put her inside a Uranus, but look at this now. Big fight happening in the purple buff area of Blacklist International. This turret's gonna go down courtesy of your boy Trevor, and they're gonna disengage. I like it. BSB just went in, did the job, got out.
And you know what? They were able to push a third as well, so really good trade. And if you look at the economy, they are racking up the gold. 22k for ESP as they are securing the purple buff for Draxno on top of the Thorough buff. So maybe this is another 30 seconds of them fighting, looking for a fight, to say the least.
Turtle resurrecting soon.
Seems like that is around the third turtle area. Who's gonna take it? And it seems like PSP are gonna take this so easily, unless of course Honda Beast with the jump. They want to go for the Grok this time, but there's the defense. Angela going inside. Ooh. Grok, and it seems like yes, this Angela fits all. My goodness, and Kupra is gonna be punished. Edward cannot do anything about that. Grok ganks through it all. Blacklist International are lacking the damage at this point, but PSP still wants to fight this. Wants to dive again under the turret. Not the most advisable one as they disengage. Blacklist International will only lose one.
Jump from Honda Beast was for naught because of once more wow, the wombo combo, the one size fits all, as you mentioned. Trevor can just go into anybody at this point and save the day, and that's exactly what happened there. It was a debate move, right? Blacklist got debated. They were able to push the tower, or at least put it down to that much health. It's very little, as you can see, and of course, force them to overextend and get Honda Beast in the process. But look at this now, S-Man. That's a death bush for you. Dexter gonna back out. I'm liking it so far. You know what? As we talked about it earlier, we said it would be Blacklist taking this, and even maybe invading, and having at least the early game advantage, given that they picked up the Ling. And I think at the point, you'll agree with me, when they drafted the Ling, we felt like the deal was done, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think it just comes down to the way that they play. We did not put that into perspective or into consideration, and now I'm pleasantly proven wrong. I'm surprised.
Yeah. Because what BSB did is just to outspeed them. If you are first to clear out the minion wave in the first round and first to go into that purple buff area, it means that you have a better control of that area. I mean, because you're first in there and you can your formation is much better. The fact that the Ling will cannot find an angle from where he can approach, that's also one thing that you have to take note from Blacklist International. BSB was so good in controlling the Ling just because of raw positioning. And then there come a time where the Angela was already so strong when it comes to supporting his teammates, because again the support, the sustain coming from the Angela is also scaling in a way. And now it's already a problem because Ling, as good as it is as a hero, without added damage, without any bruiser, I would say, you won't have your killing potential. I mean, they have the Uranus to take down the damage. They have the Sicilian,
The
but I think that
Jawhead.
yeah, the Droid as well. I think that they'll have to wait for 5 more minutes before the Sicilian is realized. And that's also it's a tricky timing because that's also when carry from the opposing team is also very strong, and maybe they won't have enough damage coming out from the Sicilian and the Link. So a lot of question marks here for Blacklist International as we approach the late game. Not saying that they have lost this game already. I'm just saying that they have a lot of issues to deal with. But yeah, Leo, what do you think about the performance so far of BSB?
I like what BSB is doing. Truth be told, again, you'll hear it in the way we spoke and the words we chose, that it felt like it was over. It felt like maybe Blacklist is in elimination mode and they're gonna knock BSB out. But as we're seeing now, BSB is putting up a fight. BSB wants to continue, and BSB is so far continuing. And if this keeps going on the way it is, then we're going to be seeing game three. So, yeah, I think the trouble started for Blacklist International. Not to
Oh,
speak like it's over. But wait, hold up. Aqua looking really low. Gets hit by S-Man. The brothers, they want to go at it. On the beat, cut out as well. Jiraxo gets the kill. Hold up. I think I've seen this before. This is, no, wait. No, it just feels like deja vu. Wilson jumps
yes,
into the back. They get away. All right. This felt like a moment from earlier wherein they actually caught out on the beast.
oh man, S-Man, I think it's 5-1 now in terms of the scores for the brothers. Or I don't know.
Total 5-1.
So
Total.
Lord,
maybe.
resurrecting
I don't know
soon.
because S-Man has been keeping tab of this Granger. He wasn't able to kill Aqua more, but the fact that he's stopping Aqua from getting the buffs or participating in fights is because of a well-timed wild charge. I already give that as a point
Yeah.
for the
Yes,
drop.
yes, as like as a parlay for the
Yeah,
non-killer hero, right? Because he's a tank.
that's right.
I'll agree. I'll agree. Yeah, and despite us just pointing out that maybe this is a brothers' war, maybe there's vendetta here. No, I think he's just doing good tank things by shutting down the link.
Yeah. Ooh, and now this is scary for Blacklist International. They will have to last the day against the Lord of BSB's push, and that's a big problem, honestly. The endless battle, the golden stuff, and the thunder belt for the carry.
And the belt. I like
Wow.
it. Actually, looking at the lineup now on BSB, it makes sense. Like the all the four heroes that they have, save for Trevor's Angela, they all seem very very independent,
Yeah.
right? It's like they can like just go for something, like go for an objective on the map. Maybe save for Giraffe Snow, that may, and but that's the core we're talking about. Save for Giraffe Snow, all of them can just like force plays, and then Trevor just has to follow through.
Absolutely. There's a lot of ways for them to approach the team fight. So yeah, I agree with you. On the
Yeah.
beast though, have to figure a way, and that's already a front of your initiation from Blacklist down for the count. Do they have the wave gear though? I guess they have Edward at this point, but they kind of have to rack up in terms of damage you can get. Oh, what a nice ultimate. There's a wild charge, but there's a punishment. Now Tams is gonna fall as well as the Grok, but they did take out the turret. Now inhibitor down in the middle. Lord is gonna fall soon. Blacklist International, they will be able to defend their base at least, but their middle lane turret is down in exchange for a kill on Shider Cutie, and I think BSB are content
Yes,
with that trade.
worth it. I'd say worth it, man. Maybe 8 times out of 10 worth it. That's Shider Cutie on the Tams, and I mentioned it earlier. I'm gonna say it again. I really like how Shider Cutie, for the playoffs at least, has transitioned into this role. We're usually seeing him on heroes that are mages, right? We've seen him before on the Lilia. We've seen him on the likes of an Esmeralda, but now he's letting Wilson take over. But real quick, there's a fight breaking out up top here. Wilson in the bushes, waiting for someone to make the mistake of walking in, and S-Man gonna move down towards mid and transition into taking this Lithomancer. On the beast, trying to catch
Oh,
someone off. Oh,
so
sees
close.
Wilson, but it's not enough. There was an inch between them.
An inch between them, indeed. BSB running away into safety. They still have 10,000 gold in terms of lead against Blacklist International. And I think they're just waiting for the second Lord before they try to push it. I like
Yeah.
how BSB is taking this slowly. There's no need to rush
Discipline.
anyways.
Discipline.
Because they do have better scaling cores in the late game. Obviously, Sicilian will have good amount of damage in the early game, but it's not gonna be as flashy or as quickly as what Harry can do. A little bit pokes into Shider Cutie, but it's just some dancing from both teams on the next card here. Killer with the jump. Aqua though in a bad spot would be really bad for the team. Then again, there's the jumping falling star moon, I mean, but it's not gonna be enough yet. Killer is gonna go down, or will he? There's the ultimate though, punishment onto the Esmeralda. It's gonna be a 1-for-0 trade, but BSB will be able to take an inhibitor turret, and they're happy with it. As much as they want.
Yeah. Again, they're happy with it. It's another episode of BSB gives up a hero for a turret. Catch us on the next episode when we hit top, and I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it.
What? Clock of Destiny at 14 minutes. Not my taste, actually.
My cup of tea either, but I've seen people do this. Sometimes it's what you need. That little boost in mana, magic damage and HP. Sometimes it's what you need. But check this out. S-Man just walking around like it's his own house. It's actually Blacklist jungle, and yeah, I think their next target's gonna be top. That they're gonna give another hero up for top, and it's gonna be worth it one more time.
Now the next one is probably the Lord.
Luminous Lord now.
Lord. It's gonna be started by BSB now with the carry. Obviously having the right hit to solo kill this Lord. But look that they have found Honda Beast. Will be reset. The backline that's joined on by S-Man once again. Wild charge preemptively used now on the beast as well as the rest. Want to go for Wilson this time, but Wilson gets away. Shider Cutie now in front with the counter Inferno. There's the Blacklist International. They try to run away. Dexter now in trouble from Wilson. Will be able to run the rest of BSB. I'm kind of lagging in here, but Killer, the damage being a problem for S-Man, but now BSB want to take the Lord.
Yeah, shades of SBD.
Yes,
SBD. This is just all smoke and mirrors. They're gonna give up Shider Cutie here. Oh, but will it be enough? Oh no!
Oh, the drop secures it. That's S-Man once again. They jump in for Killer. Killer goes down with the knock-up now. Angela onto Jiraxino. On the beast now in trouble. He's gonna be taken out. Look at the damage from the carry as well as Wilson. Aqua will use the ultimate, but for not. As he will be taken out. Only one left. That's Edward. Yet to die this game. Might not even need to die. Needs to run. There's a lot of minions. There's a lot of minions for BSB.
That's the wipeout, and I think that's the game. Ladies and gentlemen, BSB is still in